So, have you ever wondered on how you could start marketing your small business to get it in front of a lot more prospects, a lot more clients, to get a lot more people interested in doing more business with you? Hello and welcome to this episode of The Virtual Entrepreneur. If you're new to this podcast, welcome. This is the go-to podcast for small business owners and entrepreneurs who see their business as a vehicle for change. I bring you the tips, the tricks, and the big secrets, the how-tos and the success stories, success knowledge from entrepreneurs around the globe. Thank you again for tuning in. And if you are new to this podcast, you probably missed our last episode where we talked about how to promote your business to attract more clients, but we talked about much lesser known methods for getting more clients to your business. So if you want to go and listen to that episode so that you can find something new, maybe a process that is not overused too much, to start getting those high quality clients ready to do business with you. Aside from that, today we're going to talk about things to consider to help you start promoting your business, start marketing your business, because for a lot of entrepreneurs joining in, they may not realize they need marketing. They may not know the power of marketing on their business, or they may know it but they may think it is optional, especially if you're coming from a very different field and transitioning into being an entrepreneur. So I'm going to be discussing this topic by essentially answering the most frequently asked questions about marketing your small business. So let's get started. And our first question is, should you do this? Should you market your business? And the best way to answer that question without telling you yes or no is this. Consider your ideal client, someone who you want to do business with you, your ideal customer, right? They're probably somebody who has a problem, because that's why you want to do business. Unless you're doing a creative business, then you need to think harder to understand what your business does to help them, right? So they probably have a problem, and they probably need a solution to that problem, and they probably need to know where they can find that solution. Now, for a typical customer, a typical client, when they are on a journey to buying a product, we can consider them to be either hot, warm, or cold client. We say hot, warm, or cold traffic. We call them traffic because it's a lot of prospects, right? And they are cold, hot, or warm depending on where they are on their journey to discovering the solution to their problem and to discovering where they can find the solution to that problem. So as you'd imagine, if a prospect is very hot, or if the traffic is hot, what we mean by this is we are saying that a prospect probably knows about the problem, and they know about the solution, and they also know where they might go find that solution, but they just haven't made a purchase yet. And so when you do marketing, your goal then becomes to educate them on your solution, why it will really help them solve that problem, why your solution is the best for them as opposed to the other solutions in the market. Because if you're in business, the chances are there's already somebody else providing the solutions you're providing. And so the marketing here, your goal when doing marketing in this case is essentially to tell them why your solution is better for them. And you can use features, benefits, and meaning, but also you can resonate to what their core objectives are, so what their hopes and dreams are. So for example, if a parent is buying a solution versus if a couple who don't have a child is buying a solution, they may buy those things for two very different reasons. One of them may buy the solution but with a mindset of protecting their child or caring for their child in place. For example, a couple buying a car versus parents buying a car. One of them is buying a car so that it's child friendly, right? Because they can protect the child. They want to make sure that they're doing the best and they're doing right by their child. And I know I went that way, but even if you're doing coaching, even if you're doing whatever it is you're doing, Your prospect buys your product for very specific reasons, depending on what type of prospect they are and what their goals, dreams, and